this can't be what I've been working so hard for. It just can't. A few years ago, these are the words I found myself saying to my husband as I realized that after saying yes to every project, after working my butt off in business, after going after every single opportunity and working way too many hours, I was yet again at the end of the year and about to hit the same income level once more that I had been making in my 9-to-5 nonprofit job. Talk about a frustrating experience. I know that we all get into business to run something that we're passionate about, to make a real difference in the world, but that's not enough for us. We also want to make the kind of money that's going to change our lives, that's going to replace our income and then some, that's going to give us the ability to give to causes that matter, to take great care of our family, to, support the people in our lives that are important to us. And if you haven't hit that yet, chances are you're feeling really, really frustrated. And I have been there. I know now what it takes to build a six-figure business that supports you, supports the causes that you love, and lets you do work that you love with people you love. If you're not there yet and that's your desire, I want you to stick around because that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you over the next 20 minutes. My name is Christine McAllister, and I am Huffington Post Business Insider and Inc. featured founder of Life with Passion. My goal is to help you go from surviving to thriving, and in doing so, to create a business that you love, that does more than just pay the bills, that gets you free, that helps you do what you love on a daily basis. That's why I wrote my #1 best-selling book, The Income Replacement Formula, 7 Simple Steps to Doing What You Love and Making 6 Figures from Anywhere. And today I want to teach you what it really takes to grow a 6-figure business without losing your health, relationships, or mind in the process. Because so often when clients come to me, they have been through a major trial or trauma in their lives. They have been through a divorce. They have been through a riff, or they've been laid off. They have been working a business for a while, but they're afraid they're going to have to go back because their business isn't working, and they're freaking out about that. Listen, we do not change when things are going perfectly, when things are going exactly as we want them to. What's the incentive to change, right? We change when we go through something that shakes us up and helps us to realize it's time for that change. You know that for me, my change came, if you've been following me, you know that for me, my change came when I lost my first daughter, Maeve. That woke me up to the reality that we are responsible for our lives. We are responsible for what we do with what happens to us. We are responsible. 90% of our lives is our attitude and the choices, the meaning that we choose to create out of the 10% that happens to us. I decided when Maeve died that I would no longer be a person who let fear and self-doubt hold me back. And I want to help you go from surviving to thriving too, without having to go through a life-altering tragedy like I did. What does it really take to grow a 6-figure business? There's so much noise out there about it, right? Just use this one thing, or do this one thing, or if you do this, you're guaranteed 6 figures in 6 hours, right? What are the keys that every expert who hits 6 figures, and then goes on to have a sustainable business? What are the keys that they are implementing behind the scenes? Those are the secrets that I want to share with you today. The first key is that you have clarity. You have clarity. And I want you to tell me, do you have clarity in your business? Here's what I mean by clarity. Do you have clarity on who you serve and exactly how you serve them? Do you know what your package or product is? Do you know what your prices are? Do you know who your niche is? Do you have clarity on all of those things? If you do, drop them in the comments for me. I want to know what they are. I want to celebrate them with you. And you never know who else might be watching, who might need what you have. So practice being visible today and let me know. Do you know who you serve? Do you have clarity on how you serve them? Do you know what you charge? Do you believe in the value of that offer? And are you crystal clear on who you help and exactly how? This is a place I see so many entrepreneurs getting stuck. One of my awesome clients came to me with a really split focus. She was working in two very distinct spaces, in the business space and in the wellness space. And she was very confused on how to serve both, even to like, how do I put both of these on my website? How do I put Facebook posts out there about which I serve? So through our work together, she came to understand this is really confusing to people. They don't know what to come to me for, right? So we uncovered the clarity of who she really wanted to serve, who she really wanted to build a community around, who she really wanted to help succeed. And we narrowed that focus down and we said, look, we're not writing this other one off at all because we take all forms of payment, cash, check, or charge, right? That's something that Margaret Lynch says that I love. But if we're going to build a community and we're going to spend our days thinking about this thing, we're going to show up with the thing that we're most passionate about, which is helping other people live in congruency with the kind of business that they want to create. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Melissa. Great to see you both. So, do you have clarity? Do you have clarity? Number two, do you have focus? One of the things that's required for building a six-figure business without losing your mind, your health, your relationships in the process is that you stay focused. Listen, I work part-time and I have a six-figure business. Now, I also have help that I've hired to make that possible, but it's a choice. I'm focused. I know what my strategies are. I know the ones I'm most excited about. I know who I serve. I know what I show up and do every day. Do I still have times that I get distracted? Of course, right? Shiny object syndrome is real. The way a lot of social media platforms are designed is to distract you. It happens. It's the human brain. However, am I clear on my goals? Am I clear on my foci, right? Plural of focus. Am I clear on what needs to get done every day in order to bring me clients? 100%. So if opportunities come up, then I can go, does this fit in to where I'm going? Do I have the bandwidth for this right now? So often what happens is that we try to do everything. We try to do everything. We focus on this, we focus on that. We start on something here, we start on something there, and nothing ever gets done. I cannot tell you the number of people in my private Facebook group. Quick plug, the Passionate and Profitable Entrepreneur Society. It's an amazing space. I highly recommend you get yourself in there. I hang out in there a lot. I cannot tell you the number of people in there who think that the thing that's going to explode their business is finally getting their website up, or is finally creating the perfect post and putting it out there to announce their business. And, you know, if I just have the right words, then everybody will come to me. Or getting a logo or a business card. My friends, none of those things are going to explode your business. Focusing on a visibility strategy, focusing on business building activities, focusing on showing up for your business every single day. These are the kinds of things that bring you clients, that build a six-figure business. And focus builds on clarity, because if you don't have clarity, you can't be focused. Let me tell you something. I was just coaching a client who, through taking action, got the clarity of who she really wants to serve. So Marie Forleo has a great quote that says, clarity comes from engagement, not thought. A friend of mine paraphrased that to say, clarity comes from taking action, not sitting around thinking about it, right? So analyzing endlessly, oh, is this my niche? Is that my niche? Is this what I should charge? Is this how I should offer it to them? How many packages do I need? Which is the right website template? Which is the right strategy? Which is the right visibility thing? Should I be doing video, but I don't want to do video? Should I do this messenger bot? Should I, which email? Blah, 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 opt-in, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Thinking about it leaves you nowhere. Thinking about it does not move you forward, does not move you toward a six-figure income. What thinking about it does is keeps you paralyzed. And it's really common with high achievers to sit around and think about it, because we sort of soothe ourselves by saying, well, I'm thinking about it, I'm ruminating about it, I'm obsessing about it, but we're never taking any action, because that's the part that actually feels scary. But it's also the part that gives us clarity. How are you going to know if you like it until you do it? Right? I always tell my clients, I want you to be getting paid to figure out whether this is something you want to do for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 6 years. You're still going to be providing value, but I don't want you sitting around doing this for free forever. I want you to be getting paid to get that clarity, because you're still going to be helping people in the meantime. Let's get some clients. Let's try this out. You're going to serve them in the way that's right for you and for them. And then you can assess, did I love that? Was it draining? What do I want to carry forward? If you all have questions about this or comments, I'd love for you to let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if this is resonating. Let me know if you struggle with clarity or focus, or if you've gotten those things and what difference it's made in your business. So to build a six-figure business without losing your health, your relationships, or your dang mind, you need clarity, you need focus, and thirdly, you need consistent action. Consistent action. This is where I see people fall off so much. It may be because they don't have clarity. It may be because they don't have focus. But it may also be because they have a lot of stories in their head. A fear of being visible, a fear of saying the wrong thing, a fear of criticism, a fear of failure, some massive self-doubts. And what happens is this leads to hiding out. This leads to hiding out. And you look up and it's been a week or 2 weeks or a month since you were, since you posted, since you shared anywhere online about what you're up to. We know that this world is a busy online space, right? I mean, we know that. Think about the amount of data you have flying at you all the time. People don't consistently hear from you. They're not going to remember you. So are you taking consistent business building action? Do you know when I show up in this way, I get clients, I get sales calls? If you don't know what that is, that's the first place that I want you to look. Or if you don't believe that anything you can do can result in having sales or having clients, we want to look at that too. Because these three concepts and these specifics that I've shared with about each of them, clarity, focus, and consistent action, apply to any business that you want to use to hit 6 figures, that you want to scale to a 6-figure income. But there's one additional thing that all of these need to be backed by, or else success and success on your terms is not going to happen. And that's mindset. Because as you might have heard me say a time or two, I'm going to get this like on a shirt or something. maybe a pillow. When the mindset is strong, the strategy is simple. When the mindset is strong, the strategy is simple. As high achievers, most of us are going to always be looking for a better strategy, a better plan, and we're going to use that to put more pressure on ourselves to take more action. Can I get an amen? What doesn't work is working more hours, grinding and pushing yourself and treating yourself like an employee with a relentless boss while you're trying to create a business that gives you freedom. Because you ain't gonna wake up when you hit 6 figures and feel free if the strategy used to help you get there was whipping yourself, self-flagellation to get there, putting more pressure on yourself. And so these things I share about clarity, focus, and consistent action, those need to be coming from a place of a strong mindset. And what I mean when I say strong mindset is a core belief in yourself, a strong confidence muscle, and overcoming that self-doubt that's been keeping you stuck. Okay? Let me tell you something. The reason that I wrote this book and why it's different than most of the books in the marketplace about business and growing a business is because of the focus on mindset. Because I know you can take action when you're clear on the action. I know you're super capable. You're a high achiever. That's what we do. However, where most of us lack on our path to success is the ability to pay attention to the mindset instead of just taking more and more action and thinking that that's going to be the thing that makes us successful. What it really takes to grow a 6-figure business without losing your health, right? Without getting super sick. I see it all the time. People who go all in on their business and work around the clock and maybe hit some big milestone, wake up in a year and say, well, I gained 20 pounds, or like, I'm in total adrenal fatigue now, or, you know, my health, I totally like ruined my health in this other way because I totally stopped paying attention to myself and I can't even enjoy my business or work in it right now because I'm so sick. I made myself so sick building this business because I sacrificed everything else. Or some people wind up splitting up from a partner or losing some of their best friends because they just weren't available to spend time with them anymore, right? They weren't available. All they ever did was work. And they look up and they're like, well, what's the point of this if I don't have people around me that I love, right? Or just your dang mind. How to build a 6-figure business without losing your mind because all you're ever doing is thinking about work and you don't have time to think about anything else. And it's just, you even lose the passion behind it because you're doing so many other things you didn't know or think you would have to do in the process of building a business. That is not the point. That is not a life with passion. And guess what? That's the old paradigm of entrepreneurship. That is not how it has to be anymore because I truly believe that you can create your business and your income on your own terms. But guess what? That's a mindset belief. That's a mindset belief. As it said, success is between the temples. It starts here. When the mindset is strong, the strategy is simple. When the mindset is strong, it's easy to get clear. It's easy to get focused. It's easy to take consistent action. No matter what life throws your way. No matter what life throws your way. And this is not me speaking from a naive place. Right now, I have things going on that could very easily derail me, right? And I have some friends who are and mastermind buddies and clients who are 6-figure business owners who are dealing with some massive life stuff. And guess what? Whether it's anxiety or losing a loved one or dealing with a critical spouse, which I know a lot of you can relate to, because their mindsets are strong and because they're a priority, they are able to stay clear, they're able to stay focused, and they're able to show up consistently. So that is my challenge to you today is, are you showing up with clarity? Are you focused? Do you have consistent action? And if not, the first place to look is at your mindset, because it takes both pieces, mindset and strategy, to win at the business game and to show up anyway and to hit that six-figure mark, and then of course be able to scale beyond it. So whether you are just getting started in business, whether you are thinking about starting a side hustle, whether you have a side hustle and you're looking to quit the job, whether you've already quit the job and you're looking to grow your income, or whether you are ready to scale to six figures and beyond with your full-time business, these principles apply to you. Tell me in the comments what you are going to do first and next to grow that six-figure business.